let's predict wins and losses for the 49ers. The order of the schedule hasn't come out yet, and that don't matter. And the draft will matter too. But right now, I think it's fun to see how many wins we think the Niners are in line to pick up.
Okay, Iggy, will you take a pencil and a piece of paper and keep track of what we're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hold on.
Would you be the corresponding secretary?
Corresponding secretary. All right, should we go through the home games first?
Okay.
All right, so let's start with the divisional home games. Win, loss. Okay. Arizona Cardinals.
Win.
Rams.
Home. Win.
Home. Win. Seahawks.
Win.
Okay, that's three right there. I agree with that. Now, Dallas.
At home.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a loss.
Yeah, that was a really close game in the playoffs right there. That was a close one.
I'm going to say a loss.
I like that. I think I'll go with a loss there. The New York Giants.
They're a good team. I'm going to say a win.
Yeah, I agree with you. They're a good team, but I don't think they have enough firepower to beat the Niners. 4-1, Baltimore Ravens.
Are they going to have Lamar Jackson?
Are the Niners going to have Brock Purdy? I don't know. Let's assume yes, they have. Let's assume they have Lamar Jackson.
That's tough.
It's tough.
I'm going to call it a loss.
I'm going to call it a loss too. I mean, I know Lamar isn't your favorite quarterback, but we got to acknowledge that's the kind of quarterback that gives the Niners problems.
Yeah.
Because the Niners pass rush doesn't care at all about keeping the quarterback in the pocket. So, okay, 4-2, Cincinnati Bengals.
Ooh. Oh, I'm going to call that a loss.
I think it's a loss too. That's a really good team with a good offensive line. Tampa.
Win.
Absolutely. Okay, 5-3 at home. Let's go on the road. Arizona.
Are they even in the league?
Dad, can I tell you something?
If it was soccer, they'd be demoted.
They would be demoted. Can I tell you something really funny? So they remember in the Super Bowl how the Chiefs not once but twice got that like wide open guy in for a touchdown near the goal line. Remember on that because they found like the flaw in the defense. So that defensive coordinator is now the head coach of the Cardinals. Yeah, that's a win. Okay, Arizona Rams.
Loss.
Wow, I would call that a win.
Okay,
I don't even know who's on the Rams anymore. Let's call that a win.
Okay, I'll go with you.
We could be different. We could be different. You call that a loss.
I want to go with you. I want to keep it simple.
All right, I'm thinking that's a win. You convinced me. The Rams freaking stink, and that's a home game for the Niners down in L.A. I've been there a few times. They have no fans.
No, I lost my mind for a minute.
You lost your focus. Seattle on the road.
They're going to beat Seattle. I don't like the quarterback. The coach is limited now. That's a win.
Geno's not going to beat the Niners. I agree. That's another win. So we're talking 6-0 in the division again. Philly on the road.
That's a loss.
That's a loss. Washington Commanders on the road.
A win.
That's a win. Cleveland Browns on the road.
I know they got that quarterback, right?
Yeah.
That's a win for the Niners.
I think that's a win, too. Pittsburgh Steelers on the road.
You know what? Every year you hear the Pittsburgh's going to turn the corner and they're going to be good.
And they don't.
No.
I'm with you on that.
That's a win.
I'm with you on that. Vikings on the road.
That's interesting. You know what? That quarterback's going to find a way to lose.
I agree.
Quarterback is going to
freaking
find
Kirk Cousins. I'm with you on that. That's a win. Jacksonville.
That's a win.
On the road.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one. They got Trevor Lawrence. That guy's good. He's I don't know. But okay, if they win that game, we got him at 13 wins. If they lose, we either got him at 12 or 13 wins at this point. Because you had him losing a game, I had him winning. I had him winning a game. So we both have him at what? We have him at 12 wins. We have him at 12 and 5.
12 and 5.
12 and 5.
Okay, so let's say this. Boy, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Here's what I think. they're going to lose a game we didn't figure, but they're going to win a game we didn't figure.
Yeah.
So this is a 12 or a 13 win team, which is very good.
Just like
it's not a 14 win team.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's not an 11 win team. It's a 12 or a 13 win team. That's a hell of a good season.
And we don't even know what these rosters are going to be until September, but I'm looking because I got to do these trips. I'm looking at these trips. There's a lot of 6-hour flights on here. And I'm already tired looking at it. Philly. I bet you they asked the league, can we please do Philly and Pittsburgh back to back so we could stay somewhere in Pennsylvania and not do that trip twice. Okay. But the Jacksonville trip, that's far, and it's possible that's going to get turned into a London game. It's possible. So just a lot of travel. Last year, they didn't have – I did it. You didn't have to go very far very much. It was like Mexico City, Denver, Seattle. So just saying. 12-5.
So you might end up going to London?
Might end up going to London. How about that?
You know, one of the things about London is they speak English over there.
It's nice. I was so surprised in Mexico that they didn't speak English. And I'm like, wow, I'm such a stupid gringo. Of course. I'm like, everyone's going to speak English. Like, no one. And they look at me like, what are you doing? This is Mexico. I'm like, oh, right. Yeah, of course. Right. So, yeah, I can see that.
You know, I was a student in London, as you know. When I was at Stanford, I spent some time in London, and I was supposed to be studying at the British Museum. But all I know is they used to have fights at the Albert Hall, the Royal Albert Hall. It's a symphony center, and I used to go to the fights. That was my enrichment when I was there. I saw this heavyweight, Joe Bugner, who was pretty good. He became like a top 10, but he got his ass kicked. All British heavyweights, except for Lennox Lewis, get their ass kicked when they come to the United States, but I became pretty up on my British heavyweights while I was there.
Why is that why do British boxers just not have what it takes?
Because they don't have what it takes. I don't know why.
They're not tough like us.
Yeah.
Period. Josh Wyatt says, if Lance does get the nod, how many games can he lose before he loses the locker room? Can any young quarterback realistically succeed with a leash that short?
Hold on. He's already lost the locker room.
Good point. He already lost it.
He already lost the locker room. He has to gain the locker room.
Right. So he needs to win, and he needs to win. That's it. Because the thing is, Brock won right away. Jimmy won right away. It's clearly what this team wants. They're not willing to wait 2 weeks for a quarterback.
No.
And that's how they feel.